Hello there, and welcome to a new channel that we kind of just decided to start. It is called Chaosyr. Do you know this is an experimental video form for us? But this will essentially cover most of the oddity type of content from our channels, being in present called Thin Creator 343 for creator stuff, and then we have the Stoat Lord, which is the streaming channel, and also my stuff. For reference, I go by Chaos. The vessel is called Chaosyr. There's also the others in here, one of them being Reflexy, otherwise known as the Reflection, Unknown, Unheard, Unseen, and Unloved, etc. Long name, I know. The intro is, well, the 3D part of the intro is made by Kesike. I made the ending bit and also the art and animation, not animation, but the title card thing that's at the end of it. But also the animation for the mask opening bit. Kesike being one of the game dev friends who helps with making the Inscription rebaked game, otherwise known as Act 2 the Reimagining. And I'm also planning on doing a development-esque side to this channel as well. Essentially like dev vlogs every once in a while, covering what's occurred dev-wise. For example, with the fan game that has been worked on for a bit.
Nobody's listening, right?
Where we, a couple, talk for real like no one's listening.
You can eavesdrop on us right here on Spotify every Wednesday.
We might be discussing things like Costco, sex, or medical mishaps.
We also did make a new Discord specifically for this channel.
You hear
that links to the other Discords as well. Sort of a hub of sorts for anything related to our vessel and stuff, which is what we've elected to call our system of sorts. You can find it up in this corner. It should be somewhere over there.
So tune in every Thursday on Spotify with me, Danny Murphy, dishing out hot takes like it's my job, well, because it is.
And me, Evan Real, spilling.
And then the song that's currently playing is down toward this corner.
All the exclusive must-see content. Subscribe to Virtual Reality on Spotify now.
For reference, music down in the bottom right, and then the Discord's up in the top right. We get those confused a little bit. Oh yeah, and then there's also a bit more info on our vessel and stuff in the Discord if you would like to join if you're seeing this. Also, if you have any feedback or anything, feel free to leave it down in the description and stuff. That's too big of a pupil. That's kind of like weird. There you go, raise that back up. Oh yeah, and also update on why there hasn't been many videos on the creator channel. That is mainly because we're still awaiting a skin so that we can do some more stuff with that. Explaining why we've been gone for a while. Though admittedly that can probably be covered on this channel now. But it's still probably nice to have some sort of lore reasoning because it is a lore heavy channel. Not lore in terms of vessel, but lore in terms of ARG that's been cooking over there for quite a bit now. If you're interested, it'll be linked somewhere in the channel's featured section. If we can figure out how to set that up again. It's been a minute. I'll also have the Twitch link down in the description if you wish to follow or check it out. Of course, I'm not sure how many people will actually see this video, but I'm just gonna give it a shot. Because let's say check the newer ones get recommended more than the older ones from like 4+ years ago that barely have subscribers. So at least it'll be something. Oh yeah, also sometime after this video is posted, I'm gonna work on a video covering Souls of the Damned, one of the card games that we've recently got around to publishing to tabletop. Still working on a proper rule book. Just need a good program that can do what we want to do, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, and also just a quick heads up, try not to be overly parasocial. In other words, don't attach yourself to the channel like you made it, or anything of those likes, please, and thank you. Because honestly, that stuff is really weird. Yeah, not really a thing that we like seeing. Oh, and also keep in mind that we do have depression as well. It might be a bit controversial, but we're also bi, poly, and plural. For people that don't know it yet, bi means that you like multiple, well, not really multiple genders, but essentially man and woman. Don't really know a better way of saying that. Feel free to provide a better one in the description, please. Poly means that you are, well, you more or less like multiple people. There's not really a proper definition for any of these, but that's the rough gist of it. And then plurality is basically just multiple personalities in one mind, if that makes sense. I'll have a site linked down in the description explaining it better than I can. But yeah, I just figured I'd get that out of the way. Just to, I guess, filter out the weeds that I'm seeing this. Oh, and also if you do end up saying weird stuff, I'll probably end up deleting it. And I do intend to read most, if not all, of the comments that end up getting sent. So just be wary
Don't wait for your AC to
that
break
we
down
do
in the
pay
middle of a
attention.
heat wave. Hawkins Service Company is offering a full AC tune-up for just $69. A smart way to prevent surprise repairs and keep your system running at peak performance. With more than 3,000 reviews, a 5-star reputation.
We might
and over
also
30
cover
years
some
certainty
worldwide
of it,
topics
Hawkins is the
every
trusted
once in a
name
while
for
too.
fast, reliable AC service. Visit
For example, the whole
HawkinsServiceCo.com
censorship
to
of
book your
games stuff that's been
$69
happening.
AC tune-up today. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
Which is very important to know that it's happening.
Who says you can't be festive all year round? Grab your ugly Christmas sweater, put on 100 greatest Christmas songs, and join us.
I
at the
have
pool.
started a
Listen
chain
to
over on
our
Blue Sky
Spotify.
explaining most of it for those interested. Well, not really me explaining it, but several creators in the space that understand it better than I do explaining it. God, I swear Spotify ads are gonna be the bane of me. I should have made that in a separate layer. Oh well. Let me just do this real quick. Control X, paint, right click. Oh no, continue is off, and then right click, and then new layer, paste. There. Oh yeah, and we also have a DeviantArt where we share most of our art. Like this one will be sometime either before or after this is posted. Oh yeah, and then also if you ever hear background or anything, that's because we annoyingly live in a house that has a lot of people in it. Oh yeah, and also I'm gonna reiterate this. If we ever say anything in a wrong way, feel free to ask for clarification and or correct us. Just make sure that if you are going to correct us, make sure you know what you are talking about, preferably. And also make sure to explain it in a way that is also understandable too. Or if that makes any sense at all. Go down another 100 just in case. Of course, I do that on the wrong layer. Control X. Paste. Paint. Do. But anyways, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. If you have any feedback for how to format these videos better or anything, feel free to let us know. Yes, we don't really edit all that much out of the videos, so this is pretty much just going to be a raw recording. With maybe a few images overlapped. But we are open to editors for Creator and Stoat Lord. This channel is probably going to be left without a proper editing system. Because it's essentially just a thoughts channel kind of thing. Also, sorry if there was any audio level changes. That's because I moved the mic a bit closer to my mouth. So if it got louder at any point or quieter at any point, that would be why. But yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call this some rendition of Sans with hammers and tentacles coming out of its body. And also legs kind of turned into a drill of sorts. But of course, these, like most of my art, can be interpreted a couple thousand ways. I just figured I'd show the process of how I make these. Because there is no real idea until it, like, comes along. It's mainly just essentially things like this, and then just go from there. No, that does give me a horror face right now. But as soon as I put in a people, it changes. And for reference, when I say people, it's these white dots that I put in these. Because these are essentially just bits of eyes that come out. Except for, on occasion, there may be a mouth. But other than that, it's mostly pupils. Or I guess something like this. But that could also be classified as a pupil too if you look at it upside down. Or sideways. But yeah. I'll wrap that up there. Time for the very light editing so that I can throw in the intro. Which I think there will be like 4 or 5 variations of, based on who is talking. But in this case, it's gonna be the one with the Stoat Lord icon because that is pretty much me. So yeah. Been a nice chat. I'll see you in the next video on whatever channel ends up having the next video. Oh, and also bear in mind, videos may be slow because of things like school, and maybe work even. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the desktop audio.
Your ugly Christmas sweater, put on 100 greatest Christmas songs, and join us at the pool. Listen now.
Oh, also shameless self-promo, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Preferably not on X, because that's where most of the controversies unfortunately occur. So please keep it away from X. But anywhere else is fine. Especially if it's to friends or family you may know. Though if you're gonna share something, I'd share the other channels, less this one. At least this video more so. Because it is a little controversial in current state. But this is the rough first video of the channel. Anyway. I shall see you in the next one, as I've already said. Sorry for all the yapping. Peace.